What is happening, everybody down there at Equinox Cinema? This is OlBeanHimself bringing to you another gameplay of Medal of Honor. This is Sector Control on Kunar base, and I have to say this is quite awesome. I managed to pick up a seriously high kill-death ratio in this game. It was ridiculous, crazy as hell. Playing the objective, destroying the other team, the whole 9 yards. It's got everything. Now I figured since how should I say this, not very welcome on a lot of these servers here, I figured I would go ahead under one of my other names to pick up this awesome gameplay. And I realized that I didn't know that this server existed until I started playing under another name. So it got me thinking, what the hell, was I banned from this server? Because, well, I don't know. Anyway, I mentioned in one of my other commentaries that's on my channel, I got a new mouse. So I've been testing it out. I'm starting to get it some gameplay. Picked up the Razer Mamba. Pretty sweet. 6400 DPI mouse. That is insane. I mean, I thought it was kind of unnecessary at first, but I do a lot of photo editing, a lot of graphic editing. So I mean, the high DPI does come in handy. It helps with precision, and definitely there's a difference jumping up from my old mouse, which is the Death Adder. Now it's a 3500 DPI mouse, still very, very high, but I mean the jump from there to where I'm at now, I mean it's not really substantial, but it's a pretty big step up. I do tend to feel more in control because of the higher DPI. I mean it's just something to get used to. I mean once you clear that gap, you're good to go. So anyway, I figured I'd start uploading more exclusive content to this channel versus just uploading one thing to my channel and taking something that I choose from there and bringing it over here. I mean, I don't really like repeat performances, but I wasn't really sure how to go about that. It's all about fresh new content, hot off the press. And I don't know, this game is no exception. This was fucking awesome. I'm sorry, but this game continues to hold my interest. I mean, it might be dying, but you know, to me, this is great. I've heard a lot of mixed opinions about this game, and a lot of them kind of make sense, but you know what? It's just something that you need to get into. See, the way I go about rating games, or first-person shooters more specifically, is if I tend to get frustrated at the game a lot, it's usually a good game because it's usually challenging and, you know, requires you to think more on your toes. And it's like more important, it's just everything is balanced. There's no perks, there's no overpowered attachments, there's nothing stupid and ridiculous. At least from what I've seen, there's really nothing overpowered. Everything seems to be on par with everybody else. I mean, obviously you'll have your people who are better with one weapon versus another because either it handles differently or they think that it does handle differently if it actually does. I mean, personally, I try to be well-rounded. I try to be good with everything. But I tend to stick to each side's personal weapon choice, like AK on the Taliban side, M16 on the Coalition side. I've never really mixed and matched because, I don't know, to me it looks stupid. The only time I'll ever use another side's weapon is if I find it and I pick it up because I'm out of ammo. And yeah, I tend to run out of ammo a lot, especially if you can't go over to those ammo boxes and replenish. And if you want to see spawn rape at its finest, look no further. Now, many may disagree with this tactic, saying it's not fair, it ain't fair, can't get out of spawn, how are we supposed to compete if we can't get out of spawn? Well, you know what, life's not fair. This is a game, there will be a winner and there will be a loser. Which side are you on? I mean, yes, it is a game, you are supposed to have fun, and I admit, I do have a lot of fun when I'm playing this game, but there's also that slight competitive edge. I mean, it's kind of hard to understand in a sense because unless you get really immersed in the game and you know what the feeling is like, you can't really relate to it. And you know, I used to play in those like competitive gaming leagues back in the old Counter-Strike days, and like that's just where that competitive spirit comes from, I guess, when I'm playing games. At the end of the day, if you dominate your opponent, it makes you feel kind of good. Like that was a sweet 6-kill Hellfire missile. I was originally kind of freaking out when I saw that kill feed come up because I saw like 7 or 8 people down there. I thought I got every single one of them. I was like, oh shit. But oh well, 6 is still pretty damn good. But anyway, yeah, I guess that's where that competitive spirit comes into play. I mean, it's just kind of hard to explain unless you've been there. I mean, you can't really relate to it. I don't know, it's just kind of complicated. I honestly think that this game was meant to be tailored towards the hardcore gamer or just like a veteran of first-person shooters. Because honestly, this game brings me back to my old Counter-Strike roots, back when I used to start playing first-person shooter games. Because you get into it, there's no kill cam, and I don't know, I mean, it's just kind of hard to explain. It just has that certain feel to it. Because whenever I start playing, I'm like, I'm here to fuck shit up. I mean, I have fun while I'm doing it, just that's my play style. I go hard. See, I've already picked up a cruise missile, and I'm just trying to die because whenever I pick up a cruise missile, I always try to drop it after I come back. That way I can daisy chain them together and possibly get another one. It's just kind of like an evil tactic, but I kind of like it. It can lead to very rewarding experiences. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying earlier about hardcore gamers and, you know, just like getting into a game, it's really difficult to explain. It's just that kind of mentality that gets, once you start playing this game and you know you're playing against somebody who's really good at it, you just get like kind of frustrated a little bit. I mean, most people who play first-person shooters can relate to this, but that feeling you get when you find somebody camping in Call of Duty, and you know that you should have killed him, you know you got the jump on him, but he still killed you anyway. That kind of frustration. That's as best as I can put it. And I can imagine the opposing team is going through the same frustration right now because I just picked up another cruise missile. And since it's near the end of the game, I'm going to go ahead and drop it right here. Kaboom. Anyway, that kind of wraps up this fantastic gameplay here. Very, very short, not too much coming from the other team, obviously. My final score here is 79-6. I hope to continue providing you guys with quality entertainment. This is OlBeanHimself. Until next time, peace out, guys.
Find cover! 6, 2, 1, receiving fire from Dallas Grande, over. Man down!